Have you ever felt like you don't quite belong to this world? Like there's something inside you that resonates with frequencies others don't seem to hear? If you've ever looked into the stars and felt like they were staring back at you, or if you've walked into a forest and felt like the trees knew your name, then this message isn't just for you, it is you. Welcome to the reality of the multidimensional chosen ones. We're going to go deep. This isn't surface level spirituality. This is the kind of initiation that reprograms your spiritual DNA. I'm going to take you on a journey that'll shake the very foundation of what you thought reality was. And by the end, you won't just believe in multiple dimensions, you'll remember how to walk in them. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a dream that felt more real than your waking life? Have you ever had a moment, maybe just a flash, where time seemed to stop and everything felt interconnected? That wasn't your imagination. That was you tapping into the hidden layers of existence. I once locked myself in an abandoned temple for 7 days. No light, no food, just silence. I wasn't seeking ghosts or gods, I was seeking truth. On the third night, something changed. It wasn't a vision. It wasn't a hallucination. It was a crossing over. I felt my consciousness split, not in fear, not in pain, but in expansion. Like I was suddenly standing in two worlds at once. One version of me was still in that dark, cold.
If you own NVIDIA, this could be the most important video you will ever watch. Because while millions of investors continue to blindly pile into the stock, they don't see what I see coming. The fact is, NVIDIA and the tech bubble are on the cliff's edge today. Valuations are at unsustainable nosebleed levels.
And old temple. The other was in a world of light, geometry, whispers that were more ancient than language. And that's when I understood something most people never realized. We are not born into one world. We are born into many. But only the chosen ones remember. And I don't mean chosen by some external force. I mean chosen by experience, by suffering, by insight, by the sheer pain of not fitting in. You weren't supposed to fit. You were meant to stretch the boundaries of this reality. Let's break this down. Our physical senses are designed to limit us to 3 dimensions. But our consciousness is not. Your awareness, when untrained, is like a flashlight in a dark room. But when trained, it's like the sun. It reveals layers. Layers of emotion. Layers of thought. Layers of potential.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
And eventually, layers of reality that exist outside of time and space. The first realization of a multidimensional chosen one is this: reality is not linear. It is layered. Imagine walking through a forest. What you see is trees, dirt, wind. But what you don't see unless you shift is the communication between the trees. The way your presence changes the frequency of the forest. The way your thoughts echo into the roots beneath your feet. You are not separate from it. You are part of its code. So how do you begin walking between worlds? It starts with silence. Not the absence of sound, but the absence of mental noise. You must relearn how to listen not with your ears, but with your presence. Every day, sit in stillness and ask yourself, what part of my awareness is not bound by this body? That question alone begins to unlock gates. Now, let me tell you something wild. When you begin this practice, when you start to remember, you will attract resistance. Not because you're wrong, but because you're dangerous. Dangerous to the lies. Dangerous to the illusions. The system is built to keep you asleep. That's why chosen ones often suffer in silence. They feel too much. They know too much, but they can't explain it. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift instantly? That's not paranoia. That's perception. You are reading fields, not faces. Let's go deeper. A multidimensional being doesn't just live in this world. They orbit around timelines. They enter dreams consciously. They pull knowledge from silence. And here's the most important part: they serve. Because the truth is, you cannot walk between worlds unless your purpose is pure. Power without purpose destroys. But purpose with multidimensional awareness, that changes everything.